What if I told you that right now, at this very moment, you are living in the greatest opportunity to get rich in human history? But here's the catch. Most people will miss it. Yeah, I know. It doesn't feel that way. Inflation is rising. Layoffs are everywhere. The stock market is a roller coaster. The world seems like a mess. So how could this possibly be the best time? Simple. Because the rules have changed. And those who understand the new game, they're winning faster than ever before. But those who don't, they're struggling harder than ever. By the time you finish this video, you'll know exactly why some people are getting rich at lightning speed while others are falling behind. And more importantly, you'll know which side you're on. Why most people will stay broke. There's a verse in Luke 16:8 that says, "The children of this world are wiser in their own generation than the children of light." In simple terms, the people who understand their era win. Most people struggling today aren't broke because opportunities don't exist. They're broke because they're stuck in the past. They're using oldie strategies in a new economy. A college degree used to be a golden ticket. Today, it's an expensive piece of paper that leaves most graduates drowning in debt. A stable job used to mean security. Now, AI, automation, and outsourcing are making entire industries obsolete. Saving money used to build wealth. Now, inflation eats away at your savings before you even touch it. Everything has changed. But here's the problem. If you've ever wondered why some people always seem to get ahead, while others can't escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, it's because of this one truth. The rich understand economic shifts. The poor and middle class do not. Let's go back in time for a second. The agricultural age, before 1750s. For thousands of years, land was wealth. If you owned land, you controlled everything. If you didn't, you worked the land for the rich and barely survived. And here's the scary part. If you were born poor, you were almost guaranteed to stay poor. There was no middle class. Then, everything changed. The industrial age, 1750s to 1950s. Machines became wealth. The people who owned factories and assembly lines became rich beyond imagination. Workers finally had a chance to earn a decent living. But even then, they were still stuck trading time for money, building someone else's empire. This is when college degrees became valuable. Because back then, if you got a degree, you could move up the corporate ladder and escape the factory floor. It worked for a while, but then everything changed. Again. The information age, 1950s, 2000s. Now, it wasn't land or machines that made you rich. It was knowledge. The rise of the internet and technology created millionaires overnight. Companies like Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon were built by people who saw the shift before everyone else. But here's the problem. Most people were still stuck in industrial age thinking. They were still told, go to school, get a degree, find a safe job. But the world was moving faster than ever, and people didn't realize they were preparing for a world that no longer existed. And that brings us to right now. Welcome to the digital age, the biggest wealth shift in history. Right now, the old systems are breaking down. College degrees, overpriced and outdated before you even graduate. Traditional jobs, less secure than ever. Stock market, controlled by algorithms that make it impossible for regular investors to win. But here's the one good news. For the first time in history, you have the power to create wealth without permission. Want to be an author? Self-publish your book tomorrow. Want to start a business? Launch a website in minutes. Want to be a musician? Upload your song today. For thousands of years, wealth was controlled by the few. You needed permission. You needed connections. You needed capital. Not anymore. The internet has removed every barrier. It has leveled the playing field. But here's the catch. Most people don't realize it. They're still waiting for permission, waiting for the economy to get better, waiting for the right time. Meanwhile, those who know how to take action are building generational wealth faster than ever before. So, What side will you be on? Will you stay stuck in industrial age thinking, waiting for someone else to tell you it's time? Or will you recognize that this is the moment? The biggest transfer of wealth in history is happening right now.